The Business Report brought to you with the compliments of CIBC First Caribbean. Banking that fits your life.
Business tonight. Teresa Stewart is the Barbados Association of Office Professionals' first ever Barbados Administrative Professional of the Year. And there was simply no holding back the tears of joy as the confident secretary from the Coleridge and Parry School emerged victorious from a field of 3 other finalists at the Hilton Barbados. Now, they were all required to go through a series of skill and competency challenges, some of which had to be completed in the lead up to the night of the finals and on the finals night itself. Now, the event was conceptualized to bring even greater awareness to the hard work and importance of office professionals. In her acceptance speech, Stewart expressed gratitude to her family, friends, work colleagues, fellow competitors, and others who supported her journey.
I did what I had to do, and I also would like to thank my mother, my sister, my daughter. They supported me through the whole thing. My neighbor, she came along as well tonight. And, you know, when I had the presentation, I took them along with me because they're my best or worst critics, depending on how you look at it. You know, they tell you the truth regardless of how it feels. And I'm very pleased to represent the Barbados Association of Office Professionals. And like I said earlier, I will do credit to my nation wherever I go.
Meantime, President of the BAOP, Karen Carter, lauded the winner and all of the finalists for a job well done. She also talked about what led to that award.
It was conceived by a friend at the BTMI. I was saying, for everyone, when you are president, you think of something that would be your signature event. And I was thinking, what can I do for my year as president? And we have our SOTI, and you'll hear a little bit more about the SOTI. But I thought, and she said to me, what about, opening it up to corporate Barbados?
The 3 other finalists in order of placings were Jewel Shepherd of Mass United Insurance, Kiana Hewitt-Annell of the Barbados Tourism Product Authority, and Lieutenant Ramon Blackman of the Barbados Defense Force. Barbados-based conglomerate Goddard Enterprises Limited is reporting a pre-tax profit of $40.2 million for the first half of its financial year, which ended on March 31st this year. In their board review, Chairman William Putnam and Director Anthony Ali said that this represented an increase of 3.3% above the same period in the previous financial year. They said top-line growth of 14.6% was achieved as the group recorded increased sales from its new acquisitions, Ecuador Caco Processing and Express Freight Services. An increase in revenues of 10.6% from the group's catering and ground handling division also contributed to that growth. And it's time now to take a look at how those stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region.
First up, Jamaica, where Wigton Wind Farm Limited ordinary shares was the volume leader with 197,506,687 units at 79 cents each. They were followed by Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited and Wisynco Group Limited ordinary shares. In Trinidad and Tobago, JMMB Group Limited was the volume leader with 337,586 shares changing hands for a value of $714,366.28. They were followed by Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited and Guardian Holdings Limited. And here in Barbados, First Caribbean International Bank was the sole security, trading 231 shares at $2.80 each.
Sometimes life tells you it's time for an upgrade. To take the opportunity to reward yourself, apply for a credit card from CIBC First Caribbean. We have a range of credit cards to suit every budget. Your card will be a perfect match, just like your new clothes. Whether you are shopping in store or using our security features to buy online with confidence, you want banking that fits your life.
CIBC First Caribbean, banking that fits your life.
And in international business, Canada is spending more than $1 million to bring dozens of containers of rotting rubbish back from the Philippines to resolve a situation that was caused by companies from both countries.
At least 48 container vans containing toxic wastes were shipped from Canada to the Philippines. It was discovered by the Bureau of Customs and has requested that the Canadian government take those shipments back to Canada where they actually belong. Not much has been done since then, despite cases having been filed against the companies involved both here and in Canada. In 2015, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said it wasn't legally possible for Canada to take that trash back. And a few weeks ago, President Rodrigo Duterte ordered and gave a deadline basically to both sides to find a resolution. That deadline was in May. He threatened to go to war with Canada if this was not going to be handled properly, and that May deadline was in fact missed. Last week, the Foreign Affairs in Manila ordered members of the Philippine Embassy in Canada to return to Manila. And yesterday, according to the spokesperson of President Rodrigo Duterte, the president remains visibly upset about what happened and said that the Philippine government will now shoulder the cost of returning these toxic wastes back to where it came from. Now, according to the Canadian government, just recently, they have announced that they have found a resolution they are going to sign with a local Canadian company, and all of these toxic wastes will eventually be shipped back to Canada by end of June.
Minding your business with the kind compliments of the Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union Limited, who remind you that you are better with us. Tonight on Minding Your Business, we're looking at Lord's window and screen repairs. And I know what you're thinking, Lord's. Is he related to her? No, he is not. He's actually spelt without the E, so he's the imitation Lord. I'm here with the owner, Scene Lord, who's going to tell me a little bit about the business. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Lisa Lord.
With the E?
With the E.
How old is the business?
The business is over 10 years now we have been in operation.
And he took the plunge to concentrate on the business, which offers several services on a full-time basis 4 years ago.
We customizing, fixing windows, fixing screens. We also gone into vanishing screens, tub enclosures, shutters, installing windows, doors.
They also install Venetian blinds as well as one other product, which is gaining a lot of popularity.
Supply retractable screen doors. Just in case you want to keep your door open, you can keep the flies and insects from coming in.
How popular is that product?
Well, honestly, it's very popular. We also give you a choice to also one that also swings in. So if you don't have the space for the one to swing in, you can go with this choice.
They cater to both residential and commercial customers. Mr. Lord was never formally trained and gained most of his experience on a previous job. He says while things are going good, it's not always an easy road.
The greatest challenge really is actually sourcing parts, because we also do depend on a supplier for parts also too. So most of the times, and if they don't have, we find ourselves, pushing back the customers, but otherwise, yeah.
Now we know things might be tight financially for some homeowners, but there is at least one practice he wants them to stop doing when it comes to their windows. Now I know sometimes you see somebody with a broken pane of glass. How dangerous is it to just put a piece of scotch tape on it and what would you do?
Yeah, so we find ourselves, doing that there, but it's not that secure because, especially in the time of hurricane season, also to make the window very weak, so it's best to get them changed as soon as possible.
Of course, it wouldn't be minding your business if I didn't at least try to make a screen. What are we doing for that time?
We're cutting extrusion to make a screen.
Okay.
So we're going to line up the line with the saw blade. We're going to take
You want me to do that? get your screens in a variety of colors and materials as well, like mesh for those of you who may have pets. A bit of advice from the experts: get your windows serviced a few times a year to keep them running smoothly, which saves you money in the long run. And Lords offers maintenance and installation packages to suit your every need.
And this is the final product, which I partially helped with, but it's just one of the items that you'll get when you visit Lord's Window and Screen Repairs, or they come to you. And that is it for tonight's Minding Your Business. I'm Lisa Lord. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Minding your business, with the kind compliments of the Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union Limited, who remind you that you are better with us.